Teen Talk Troop, welcome back. Last time we started discussing the effects of drugs and alcohol on the body. Today we're going to dive a little deeper into that discussion.
Right, Sam. So just to recap, guys, we talked about the dangers of marijuana use. That even though using marijuana may seem like the healthier option, normally it is not, okay? Most marijuana today is engineered, meaning that it's not natural. Also, studies show that individuals who use marijuana experience emphysema. So this is when the air sacs on the end of your bronchioles are gradually destroyed. Yikes, it sounds very painful, okay? On top of that, long-term marijuana use can make it extremely difficult to quit. It can cause a decrease in motivation, it can cause memory loss, it can cause impaired judgment, and throat and lung irritation.
Wow, that's a lot.
That is a lot.
So I've also heard of some other drugs that are common among youth that have negative side effects on the body too. So like K2 spice or herbal incense and bath salts. So K2 spice is a mix of dried herbs and flowers that can cause hallucinations, agitation, elevated heart rate, elevated blood pressure, vomiting, and even seizures. Bath salts or mephedrone is a central nervous stimulant. It causes occasional psychological symptoms such as delusions, paranoia, psychosis, and hallucinations. Users are also known to experience extremely violent and combative behaviors and even psychotic episodes. Other negative side effects can include staying awake for 3 to 5 days, and some users reportedly overdosing and committing suicide.
Sam, that sounds dangerous and just crazy altogether. All right, now let's point out some of the seriousness that comes with underage drinking, guys, okay? Alcohol can also be addictive, okay? And this is the most common drug used among youth. According to the CDC, although underage drinking is illegal, people between the ages of 12 to 20 years of age drink 11% of all alcohol consumed in the United States. More than 90% of alcohol consumed is in the form of binge drinking, which means you drink a lot of alcohol in a short period of time.
Yep, and to add to that, there can be many physical, mental, and social consequences such as higher absences, poor failing grades, fighting, and even lack of participation in youth activities. Youth can also experience physical and sexual assault, disruption of normal growth development, hangovers or illnesses, memory problems, and even changes in the brain development that can actually have long-term effects.
That is very true. And last but not least, it's also important to know that the most severe effects can include death from alcohol poisoning, alcohol-related car accidents, and other unintentional injuries like burns or falling down, maybe even drowning. Okay, the CDC says that alcohol drinking was responsible for more than 4,300 deaths each year. That is why it's important that we understand the risk that comes along with using drugs and alcohol.
Absolutely. All right, Troop, so we know that was a lot of information we just dropped, but it was so important. And now we're gonna play a little game to test your knowledge called Facts and Myths. So this would be a good time for you to grab your writing utensils and a notebook to participate because we will give you a chance to jot down your response before we reveal the answers.
Right. So are you guys ready? All right, because I'm about to jump right in, okay? So based on the information that we gave you, myth or fact, alcohol is an addictive substance, not a drug. Well, guys, that is a myth, okay? Alcohol is a drug, as is any substance that affects the mind or the body, okay?
That makes sense. All right, so here's another one. It's rare for teenagers to be an alcoholic. Fact or myth? It is a myth. 8 million junior and senior high school students use alcohol weekly, and many of them are actually addicted to it.
To think of being addicted to something while I'm in high school, that's crazy.
Yeah, no.
That's crazy, okay. All right, myth or fact, guys. Alcoholism tends to run in families.
Okay, maybe. I don't know.
That will be a fact, okay? Children of alcoholic parents are much more likely to become alcoholic themselves rather than children of non-alcoholic parents.
I thought so. There's definitely some genetic factors at play there for
show
sure.
That is part of it.
Next, okay, so more teenagers use alcohol more than marijuana. Fact or myth? That is a fact. Alcohol is the most frequently used substance among teenagers. As many as 63.2% of teenagers consume alcohol, and many of them have done it before the age of 13.
Before the age of 13, that's crazy, okay? Here's another myth or fact, guys. Smokeless tobacco, like chewing tobacco or e-cigarettes, is safe.
There's a lot of people using them these days, you know.
Like Jules and stuff. Studies show that is a myth, okay? Smokeless tobacco can cause cancer of the mouth, the tongue, and the throat in people who use it, and it can also lead to actual cigarette use. Gross.
So basically, any form of tobacco has serious negative effects on the body.
That's right.
Noted. All right, last one, guys. So using unprescribed steroids is not only illegal, it is dangerous. Fact or myth? Okay, so it is actually a fact. Steroids have very serious health consequences such as liver disease, heart disease, sexual dysfunction, and mood swings that can lead to aggressive or even depressive behavior. Sharing needles for steroid use can transmit HIV, which is the virus that can lead to AIDS.
And that's dangerous, okay, guys? So we hope that you were able to learn some new information today about the dangers of using drugs and alcohol. Okay? Your decisions in regards to drugs and alcohol can definitely impact your future, your dreams, and your goals. So it's important to make healthy decisions, even if those around you are not, okay? If you want to learn more about the myths and facts discussed today, please go to www.palmettohealth.org/Teen Talk.
All right, troop, that's all for today. So thanks for hanging. See you next time.